This is the Sports Kings HBCU report. Rob Calloway and Dean Reed being joined live on the line right now by the coach of a university that I know very well, Dean Reed.
Yeah, hung it up for them.
You know, I always talk about my great university, Alabama State, the Alabama State University. And right now we're being joined by Coach Reggie Barlow, head coach of the Hornets. Coach, first of all, thank you for joining us on the HBCU report.
No problem at all. Thanks for allowing me to come on with you guys.
All right, no problem. So in the time that you've been there, you've turned the Hornets program around. You guys right now are currently 4-1, undefeated in the SWAC. Could you just tell us a little bit about this season?
Well, you know, our season started out there with Mississippi Valley, and we played Eastern Michigan, and, of course, we played Jackson and Grambling, two giants in the conference. But we just have a group of young men who really bought into the vision and the plan, assistant coaches who are really working hard and preparing our young men, and just a bunch of guys. Right now we're all on the same page, and we're working towards one common goal, and we've been able to do some things this season, and hopefully we can keep it going.
All right, Coach, if you could narrow down one of the reasons to your success here early in the season, what would you point that to?
Well, I don't know if I could just say one. I mean, I know our defense was playing outstanding. We're getting a bunch of turnovers on defense, and we're being opportunistic. We're scoring after we get those turnovers. So, naturally, defenses win championships. And Coach Thornton, our defensive coordinator, he's done an outstanding job of preparing our guys and making sure they're knowledgeable of what the opposing team is trying to do to us. But it's been a collective effort. We've had some good plays on special teams. We've had, our quarterback, Greg Jenkins, have done some good things. But I guess if I had to say one thing, it's the fact that our defense is playing really good.
Sports Kings Radio, Rob and Dean on the line right now with Reggie Barlow, head football coach of Alabama State University. So, Coach, I hear you guys, I haven't been to Montgomery in a couple of years, but I hear you guys recently broke ground on new Hornet Stadium. Tell us about that.
Yeah, our administration, there's really a lot of great things that are taking place over at ASU. We have broke ground on the stadium. The first game will be played in it in 2012, the Turkey Day Classic. So everybody's excited forever. We wanted our own stadium on campus, and it's this is a luxury stadium. This isn't just something that they're throwing together. This is it's going to have your nice suites, your low seatings. Just a great stadium that it's going to be, and it'll help boost morale for our student body and, of course, our football team.
All right, Coach, now you're heading out to Houston to face Texas Southern. Could you tell us a little bit about the game plan? Of course, we don't want to ask for everything, but do you know what kind of strategy you're going to come out with against them?
Well, it's threefold. Of course, we're always talking about offense, defense, and special teams. On our offense, we got to have explosive plays. Texas Southern plays a high pressure type defense, and they're going to apply pressure, and they're going to play a lot of man coverage. So our guys have to beat those guys one-on-one and get open. And then on defense, they're going to run it. They're going to run the ball, and our defense has to make sure that we're playing stop the run. And then, of course, on special teams, we got to cover and make sure we do a good job of that. But, they're a good team. They have a lot of good players, and their defense is outstanding. They're number one in the nation right now. So we got our work cut out for us.
Sports Kings Radio, Rob and Dean on the line right now with Reggie Barlow, head football coach of the Alabama State University, as they prepare to take on Texas Southern in Houston, Texas. Coach, of course, as an alumni of Alabama State University, and then as a eventual draft pick in the NFL draft, how has your pro experience been able to help out the guys in the program since you've been there?
Well, all these guys, they want to have the opportunity to go and play professional football, and I could, of course, tell them about my experience, and kind of tell them what it takes to get there. It's a tough business, and it's hard to make it in the NFL. But they just got to be good college players right now, and I share my experience with them. We do have some guys that I think going to get the opportunity to play on that level. So It was good for me. It's good to be back at Alabama State, and we're enjoying ourselves.
All right, Coach Barlow, you just alluded to the fact that, you think there's a couple of guys that could possibly play on Sundays. Could you tell us any names about any of those prospects?
Well, right off the top, we have Nick Andrews. He's our wide receiver there who's, he's broken. He's broke a couple of records there, and they were my records that I had when I was at ASU, touchdowns and career touchdowns and yards and all that stuff, and he's climbing the charts. But we've had about 18 scouts to come through this season to take a look at him, and he's been playing lights out for us. We have Keywan Riley, who he's a junior, but he'll have an opportunity to play. I think he's leading the nation in interceptions or in the top 5 or something like that right now. And then there's Aaron Jones. We have about 4 or 5 guys that I think, kind of fit the pyramid. They have the size, the speed, and the intellect to play on the next level, and they just got to keep working. And we're happy that we have them here at ASU.
Awesome. No
doubt about it. So on Sundays, when you sit back and watch a little NFL football, how often, especially like last Sunday, do you find yourself watching Tavares Jackson and seeing what he's up to out in Seattle?
Well, Tavares and I, we keep in contact. I talked with him yesterday, and, of course, we're proud of him. And, Jack and I, we've come up through the same tree there. We grew up in the same neighborhood, went to the same junior high, the same high school, the same college. So we have a lot in common. And he's doing good. We're happy that he's over in Seattle, and he's doing a good job. And naturally, we keep up with his progress, and he's doing a good job over there, and we're happy for him for that.
Sports Kings Radio, News and Talk 1380 WAOK, Rob Calloway, Dean Reed, being joined by head coach football, Alabama State University, Coach Reggie Barlow, and our coach, HBCU football. Could you tell about it seems like there's been a lot more excitement about the programs, and you starting to see ESPN televise more and more games. Can you tell me how exciting that is for your individual program and for HBCU football altogether?
Well, when you go out and recruit these high school guys when they're in high school, they one of the things, or a couple things that they want an opportunity to play so they can go to the next level. They want to get an education. They want to get notarized. They want to play on TV. And now with our games being picked up on ESPN and some of the other channels, we can say that, hey, you're going to get an opportunity to play a good brand of football. You're going to get an education. And you're going to get the notoriety. You'll get a chance to play on national TV, and I commend ESPN and all those other people that put us on there. And we need more. Hopefully, in the future, we can get more people to put our brand of football on TV. It is a good brand. We've had a lot of exciting and a lot of great players who come through this conference, and I'm proud of the SWAC, and and it's been good to me. So hopefully, we can get a little bit more notoriety, get some more channels to pick up our games. But, we're happy that we are able to get our brand out there.
All right, and finally wrapping up with Reggie Barlow, head football coach, Alabama State University. Coach, I've heard several times that the NFL has come back calling for you, and you've declined. Could you just kind of explain why you chose to not go back to the NFL and stay right there in Montgomery, right there in your roots?
Well, I'm real happy being here in Montgomery. That's my hometown, and being at ASU, I'm still having a good time and still learning a lot about coaching. And I got some good coaches who've been coaching way longer than I have. Learning from them, but in both situations, there the timing just wasn't right. I was honored and happy to have people that are interested and want me to be a part of what they got going on. But timing just wasn't right. And, of course, in one instance, we had just hired some new coaches and it just didn't want to run out on those guys like that. But if we keep pressing on and we keep having success and keep learning, maybe the opportunity to come back again, and we'll take a look at it at that time.
Well, maybe you could just be like Eddie Robinson and not go anywhere, and we could just have you for the next 30 or 40 years. How about that?
No, that's a long time. Coach Rob, man, he coached. That's amazing that Grambling only had about 3 or 4 coaches in the career over there. But I'm enjoying myself. I am, and they say when you have a job and you enjoy it, then you would have never worked a day of your life if you stay there a long time. And that's how it is at ASU. I'm excited about going over to the school every day. I'm excited about the platform that I have to give to my young guys and talk about, the things that are really important. Naturally, we want to win games and all that, but we want to build them up. We want to allow them to go out and be successful in the community and all that good stuff. So I'm having a good time. Got a good group of guys around me that I really appreciate, and we're just hoping that we can continue to get better, and hopefully we'll be number one in December. It's good to be number one now, but we want to be number one in December.
Absolutely.
All right, Coach Reggie Barlow, Alabama State University. Good luck against Texas Southern. All right, Coach?
Thank you. Appreciate you guys.
Talk to you later,
man.